What's up, everyone, and welcome to ClearTalk. So in this video, we are going to talk about this $20 trillion investments that Trump has brought to America, and how much of a lie that is. Thank you very much for joining me, and if you are new here, welcome to ClearTalk. If you would like to check out videos from the rest of the channel, please do so. Consider subscribing, like, share, all that good stuff. Check out videos from my other channels as well, JMDPLAY, Puzzling. Subscribe to those, like, share, comment on all those as well. That'd be amazing. Help the algorithm, bring more videos to more people, and any help there would be fantastic. If you would like to, support in any way, there are links there for support, whether it's ongoing or one time. If you want to support and become a part of the JMD Nation, that would be amazing. Any support you give is very much appreciated. And if you are returning, you're freaking amazing. Thank you very much for coming back over and over and over again. So, as you may have heard, and all this art of the deal stuff that Trump has been doing for our country. He has stated over and over again with all these deals, the number has increased multiple times, but it's, first it was a few trillion here, a couple trillion there, then it was, upwards of 10 trillion, then 15, then 17, now it's 18 trillion, and he's, stating that it's going to be 20 trillion by the end of the year. It's the numbers just grow and grow and grow and grow over and over and over again, and you're like, wow, that is amazing. That sounds incredible. Especially since our GDP altogether is only like 30 trillion. Like that's a lot. That's a lot of investment. Comes to find out that's not exactly accurate. So, as you probably remember here, this is where he talks about.
But I would not have missed this moment.
At the Charlie Kirk Memorial.
But I would not have missed this moment for anything in the world. Nothing. And it's a very important time for our country, and our country is doing so well. It's never done better. We are a country with almost now $18 trillion of investment coming in. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. Previous administration had less than $1 trillion for 4 years. We have more than 18. It'll be much more than 20 by the time the year. More than $20 trillion. There's never been a country in the world that had anything like that. But I would not have missed it.
Wow. Yeah. $18 trillion investment. It's going to be 20 trillion by the end of the year. No country has ever seen that or heard of that. And there's reason for that, because it ain't true. As you state here, from Daniel Dale, the president has inflated his imaginary figure from 17 trillion to 18 trillion ish, even as the White House website continues to say 8.8 trillion. But even that is incorrect. And even though that smaller figure is a big exaggeration. And it shows here, the White House list doesn't show that 8.8 trillion is being invested now in the United States, or even that there has been 8.8 trillion incredible Trump era commitments to make eventual investments in the U.S. Rather, the White House list includes 1, 600 billion from EU firms, even though the European Union has made clear that there is merely an estimate of potential private investment, not an actual commitment. So even 6 billion from the EU firms is more of an estimate of potential investment, not actual commitments. 600 billion from Saudi Arabia, even though the Saudis' vague 600 billion pledge encompasses both investments and trade, not simply Saudi investments in the U.S. Okay. 3, 500 billion from India, even though the two countries have said that 5 billion is a goal for bilateral trade. Again, not Indian investment in the US. 4, 1.2 trillion from Qatar, even though the White House previously announced that Trump's agreement with Qatar is to generate 1.2 trillion in economic exchange, basically trade, between the US and Qatar, not for Qatar to invest 1.2 trillion in the US. What are we on? 5, 1.4 trillion from the United Arab Emirates. Even though this is a vague pledge, more than double the size of UAE's gross domestic product. This pledge is more than double the size of their GDP. Okay, meaning it's not going to happen. 6, 1 trillion from Japan, even though Japan's actual pledge is 550 billion, and Japan insists that even this smaller amount will overwhelmingly be made up of loans and loan guarantees, not equity investment. 7, 450 billion from South Korea, even though South Korea made a 350 billion pledge that is in limbo amid tensions with the US. South Korea also promised to invest its US energy purchases to 100 billion, not to add 100 billion in additional energy purchases. 8, more than 1 trillion in vague corporate pledges that analysts say likely include normal operation spending and previously planned investments. So, even this calculation of the 8.8 trillion is not actual investments. It's not commitments to investments. A lot of it is actually just trade agreements or even loan agreements, some of which and some that are completely vague and double the size of domestic growth products like the UAE. Even the 8.8 trillion that the White House claims in investment is not actual investment. So the numbers that Trump keeps spitting out of this 17, 18, possibly 20 trillion investment, even the White House doesn't agree with that. But even what they claim isn't accurate. So once again, Trump just lies. The White House lies in itself. But Trump even doubles that. Whatever the number, we see it all the time. Whatever the number is, Trump will double it, triple it, just to make it sound good, just to make him sound like he's doing something. And like it steadily grows and gets bigger. Hell, before the end of the year, it will be probably 25 or 30. I mean, he's already saying that he's already throwing out the 20. By the end of the year, it's going to be 20. He's already given that preemptively so that by the end of the year, he can be like, yep, we've got 20 trillion in investment. When there's absolutely no evidence or proof of that. And it's not even agreed on from the White House themselves. And Bassett in interviews, in counter interviews from Trump stating 17, 18, 20 trillion. In interviews, he's stating 10, 9. I don't know how many times I can throw up stuff to show you that this man just lies. That's all he does when he gets on a microphone in front of a camera is lie over and 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 over again. He states things. He goes with it. He doubles the numbers. Uh, ex, you know, uh, Elevates. Uh, Exaggerates his claims just to make himself look more, bigger and better for his sycophants, his base that cannot apparently see with clear vision what this man is all about, which is just straight lies, manipulation. While in reality, he's actually tanking everything. Making all these deals and agreements with these countries that they themselves over and over state, I mean, yeah, we said that we agreed to this, but it's not exactly like this. Just like potential things that could happen, like uh, and when you add uh this in our trade possibly, and then like some increases we might do here, or some imaginary shit that we sold to him. Yeah, that's what we yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Trump's a fraud. I don't know how many times I can show it or say it. He's a liar. He's a fraud. And he continues to lie to you over and over and over again. Lie to everybody. He lives in a world that is completely outside of reality. Period. And yet there's still a section of the population who goes, fuck yeah, that's my guy. He's the man. He knows everything. And he would never lie to me. I trust him with all that I am and all that I have. He was sent by God. He's our Savior. No, he's a billionaire, Nepo baby, con man who bankrupted himself over and over and over again, screwed over people over and over again, not fulfilling contracts. Scam after scam after scam to make money off of regular people who are either less fortunate or completely oblivious to his connery. But hey, at least we can live with the fact that at least he's not a king. Well, except for except for trying to undermine our First Amendment rights and take over our cities with military aggression and killing our civil rights and arresting even U.S. citizens and helping fund a genocide and breaking down our judicial system, going after opponents. And releasing posts, posting stuff with AI generated videos showing him as a king and shitting on people. Oh, oof. I, he's your guy though. Let me know what you think. Till next time, peace. Clear talk. Ooh, I'm out.